1-800-LAW-1010. It's 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti.
So the hill I want to die on, Paul, is 11 people at my Thanksgiving Day table. Violations, how many have I committed and what's going to happen to me?
They coming door to door?
Yeah, you got to go down for something in life. And, it's 11 people at Thanksgiving. It's 11. You stand your ground. They're not coming door to door. In fact, if you look at the sheriffs across the state, they're all kind of trying to sidestep this thing,
right,
saying words very similar to, we're super busy, we have a lot going on, we're not going to prioritize this, but some said, if we have to, we'll knock on the door and advise the people of the new protocol, but not enforce the law.
But if the question everyone's asking and it's never going to get to is it even legal? And if it's not legal, why doesn't the governor just say, hey, why doesn't he just issue a warning or an advisory?
I think he would have been better well served if he just said, guys, do the right thing. What we want you to do is these executive orders and the constitutionality of them is always in question, right? Here, everybody's kind of taken the approach that in a restaurant and public, they're probably constitutional. But when you start getting into how many people can come to your house, it probably is not, but not something that's going to be reviewed by the courts prior to Thanksgiving or probably prior to this virus sort of passing us by.
Paul, what if I got a big loogie up top? Like, just I got to get this thing out, but I'm driving to work, and, I think nobody's watching, and I just unroll the window real quick, and I lose that loogie out the window into the wind. Could I get written up for that by the police?
I guess technically that's the type of behavior that someone could do as in violation of something. I'm searching my brain what that would possibly be. But yeah, so the police have this wonderful opportunity to do what's right, and that's what they usually do. They don't go after things. They don't look for things. They don't want to involve themselves in a situation, and certainly not a Thanksgiving meal.
See, I think Paul nailed it. Like the executive order is like almost a puffing of the chest. And for people who don't love Cuomo, it's a chance to fight back.
Yeah.
I mean, in reality, the cops are doing what they can do, which is nothing. They couldn't enforce this to begin with, really, right? I mean,
nothing to enforce. Just announce, hey, did you know that? And again, they're really sidestepping. We have more important things to do than count cars and driveways in the size of a turkey that somebody purchased days earlier.
I've seen the Karens out there arguing to get their Hobby Lobby stuff or whatever at the end of the day. I mean, you don't want them. The police don't have time for this. They don't have to. That would be a battle like that every single time they talk to somebody.
The reason why it's such a topic is because we had a survey done by our listeners, iHeart listeners across the country. 40% of them plan to have more than 10 people at Thanksgiving. So that's why
40%, Paul.
40% of America tends to have more people. So that's why the governor has to say what he has to say.
Yep.
So what about you, Paul? How many at your table?
Yeah, I think we're going to be right around between 9 and 10 is last count, but I'm going to get back to you guys before the event.
Oh,
you don't.
Godspeed, man.
Now, Paul, are you just pushing the limits because you can?
I feel like I have better luck in that SpaceX shuttle this week.
I can take it. That's right.
Well, we appreciate you talking about it this morning. Just be safe, everybody.
God, yeah, and enjoy it. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, talk soon, guys.
All right, 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti.